Can I be completely honest and completely raw for a second? Like, I might call this series the Crash Out Commentary because this is where we get extra real and extra spicy with the takes. I was on Twitter, right? And I was looking at a myriad of tweets. OnlyFans hoes. This one guy who had a gender reveal and he realized that they were having a girl and he looked very visibly upset. And then I was also thinking about the state of the dating game. I was doing a live stream. I did a 24-hour. I finished that today, and I was watching a bunch of those pop the balloon dating videos from that one channel, and it got me thinking, like, maybe I don't want to have any kids, and maybe I don't want a wife. Maybe I actually do want to just die alone. Truthfully. Now, also, this might be called the Crash Out Commentary because your boy hasn't had any weed or nicotine. Well, I haven't had any weed for like a few days, but that's minor. I went to the store to go buy some Zins just so I could feel something. And of course my card declines because why wouldn't it? Fuck you, Truist. You're a terrible ass bank. I fucking hate you. I just hate the banking industry as a whole. Think about it. They just take your fucking money, invest it in the market, and then they just like do whatever. Like, and then why the fuck is the bank closed on the weekends? It doesn't make any sense. But regardless, I have mental issues. But regardless, these hoes ain't worth it. 2024 just further proves that. There was this Twitter post. Everything's on Twitter. If you want to expose somebody, that shit's on Twitter. If you want to have a laugh, everything's on Twitter. You can watch anything on Twitter. This woman, she's a security guard. I think she's UK. It was in the UK or something like that. She has a husband and kids, and she got back shots from the prisoner at the jail she was working at. So, you know, that's great. Even you can't trust the girl you're married to. You really can't trust these women in 2024. It's bad. It's further adding to my mental distress. I already have major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety. I actually did get diagnosed with those two things. I mean, for the record, I did decide to run my car into a tree. I didn't actually hit the tree. I hit the curb and then swerved off the road because I didn't actually want to kill myself. But damn it, if I'm not getting close to that shit because of what I'm seeing on the internet and I'm losing all faith in humanity, and I didn't even expect to make this video, but the tensions are rising and boiling within my like heart and soul. Like I honestly couldn't contain it. The self-control is out the window at this point. I feel like I gotta speak my mind. I'm 23 years old. I don't have my shit together, but even if I did, why the fuck would I want to share that shit with anybody? I got trust issues already. I really do. And it's not helping what I'm seeing on the internet. It's really not. It really isn't. Like, not to mention, most of the chicks that I see in my area are just not that attractive to begin with. But then on top of that, it's just like, bro, if I just know if I get cheated on, I will actually crash out. We live in tumultuous times. I really, what did Chris Brown say in that song? These hoes ain't loyal, because they really aren't. Like we live in a pandemic. It's a pandemic of hoedom. Hoeflation is at an all-time high. It's so fucking bad. It's terrible. Like, it's actually so bad. And then standards are through the roof. She don't want a man that's shorter than 6 foot, depending on the woman you talk to. She don't want him making less than 6 figures, even though the average man makes 5 figures and all this shit. Like, it's not realistic. And the economy we live in, it's just not realistic. You're better off protecting your peace in this day and age. And that's exactly what I feel like doing. I'm sitting over here thinking to myself, like, dang, like, a lot of the time, like, my whole life, like, I've really been sitting here thinking, like, dang, I wish I had a girlfriend. I wish I had this. I don't care anymore. I really don't care anymore. It's fucking over. The population's going down. We gonna ride this shit until the wheels fall off, I guess. Like, it doesn't even matter. Casual sex, I don't even care about that because I don't care to share my energy with any of you bitches. It's raps. It's raps. It's actually raps. I have no faith. I actually have zero faith in humanity at this point. I, legitimately, I got zero faith. None. I might actually die alone. And I realize I'm actually okay with that. I'm actually fine if that's the case. Like, not only am I fine with that being the case, but I'm almost leaning towards wanting to actually die alone because of what I see on a daily basis. A man can only see so much. I've hit my threshold, man. Twitter does a number on Twitter just does something to a man. When you see all these women talking about all the things they're talking about, all the standards that they have, and then you see these women cheating, and then you see all this shit happening. Not to say that men do a really good job either, but like, I like women, but also like, let's be honest, these women kind of just, they're almost worse than men. Like, let's be honest, especially when you get to choose who you want to sleep with for the most part, because that's kind of how it works. Men chase the women, sorta, and whatever. Fuck that. I ain't doing that shit. I'm eliminating myself from the equation entirely. Fuck it. Call me an incel. Call me this. I don't give a fuck. I'm protecting my peace. I am protecting my peace at this point. Even if you do find somebody, what's the likelihood that she's got a low body count? What's the likelihood she doesn't have an OnlyFans? What's the likelihood that she's not going to cheat? What's the likelihood that she doesn't have high fucking standards that she'll never ever meet because we've been sold this fucking fairy tale lie in social media and in the movies and shit like that? Like, it's so bad. Like, it's actually just, it's so mind-boggling. And it's scary because people have been brainwashed, and you see people fucking, like, their lives are just forever changed. Like, you have women that can't take back the bodies that they took, and then nobody wants them because they're fucking whores. And you have men that are literally offing themselves and literally getting played like suckers and getting cheated on and all this stuff. And it's just not good. It's like, we live in clown world. We actually live in clown world. It's not even funny. It actually hurts.